Good day, my listeners. My name is Matthew Ocheleka Itodo. I welcome you all to this online tutorial on basic biochemistry of body fluid. Lecturer with Federal University of Health Sciences, Otukpo, in the Department of Biochemistry. Listen attentively as I carry along in this course. These are the objectives that we stand to achieve at the end of the class. Listen to the objective carefully. One of the objectives is write short note on compartment and distribution of body fluid. Describe the functions and composition of body fluid. Just as a point of introduction, you have already heard that the Earth's surface is made up of 70% of water and 30% are made up of land. The same thing happens to the body system. There are more fluid in the body than solid. So a human being is made up of solid and fluid. And the fluid is about 2 to 3 part of the whole body, while the rest are made up of solid. And that is to show that what? About 60 to 65% in human being are made up of water, or what we call body fluid, while about 35 to 40 are made up of solid. But there's a little differences when we begin to compare the amount of body fluid in female and in male. Like in female, there's less percentage of amount of body fluid than male because of the presence of subcutaneous fat deposited at the adipose tissue. And also in the obese person, there is less amount of body fluid as a result of the same reason, the presence of fat. The same thing happens in old age, that elderly people, they have more presence of fat deposited in their body tissue compared to young or a youthful person. And that is to show that, for your own clarity, that a human being weighing 70 kg, contain about 40 to 45 liters of water in their body system. One of the #1 objectives that I told you from the beginning we are going to achieve is that what? You should be able to write short note on the compartment and distribution of body fluid in the body. Note that the body is made up of about 40 liter to 45 liter amount of body fluid in human being. How is this 40 to 45 liter distributed? They are distributed into compartment. Listen carefully. The distribution is among, because that is where I would like you to answer the question. The distribution is between intracellular fluid and the what? Extracellular fluid. The intracellular fluid is made up of about 35 liters. And these allow cellular processes. What are these cellular processes that happen in the intracellular? Cellular processes like transport of nutrient, transport of metabolite, and removal of waste product from the cell across the cell membrane to outside the cell. So, intracellular fluid are the fluid that is within the cell. all the organelles in the cytosol, they are in the intracellular fluids. Now, going further to explain to you extracellular fluid, which is made up of about 18 liter, they are the fluid that surround the cell. So that's to show that there are more fluid in the intracellular than what? The extracellular. And then this fluid in the extracellular are also very important for transport of nutrient, oxygen, hormones, waste product, and all others that are very necessary to the cell to be transported across the cell and into the cell. That is how it is. And then these extracellular are divided into 5 subunits. 1, interstitial fluid or life. Interstitial fluid are part of what? Extracellular fluid. That's what we are talking about. And these lifeline are part of what? The lymphatic vessels. They are also part of what? The white blood cell, which are the soldiers of the body. 2, we have plasma. These plasmas. 3, we have what? Fluid in bones. If we are talking about fluid in bones, we are talking about the bone marrows, which are used for the production or synthesis of white blood cell, red blood cell, platelet. Okay? And also we have what? Which is the 4th, fluid in dense connective tissue like what? Cartilage. The final one is what? Transcellular fluid. And this extracellular fluid, which are part of this transcellular fluid, which are part of extracellular fluid, have other subunit. One subunit of transcellular fluid is what? Cerebrospinal fluid. I will be discussing cerebrospinal fluid in our next lectures. 2, intraocular fluid are the fluid that is what? Within the eyeball. 3, digestive juice. These are the fluid juice that we have. You have heard about saliva, gastric juice, pancreatic juice, intestinal juice. All these, they are what? Digestive juice. We have serous fluid, which are what? Intrapleural fluid, pericardial fluid, and peritoneal fluid. And then we have what? Synovial fluid, which are present in the joint. And then we have what? Fluid in what? Urinary tract. Now, listen carefully. The volume of this interstitial fluid is about 12 liters, means half of what? Half of extracellular are made up of what? Interstitial fluid. That's to show that interstitial fluid are part of what? Extracellular fluid. And then we have what? Plasma. And if we are talking about this plasma that are part of what? Plasma are part of the blood vessels. Like, let me give instance to differentiate between plasma and serum for you in this case. When you collect a whole blood into the ED tube, you have your plasma after centrifugation. But if you collect your whole blood into the plate tube and you allow the blood to clot, removing the red cell, you will be left with what? A serum. And serum, this is what we use for what? Biochemical analysis. And so we have one, listen carefully. All these move within what? Different compartment of the cell. Listen carefully as we proceed. Number 2 objectives that will be achieved at the end of this class, or from this class, is what? You should be able to describe the composition of body fluid with their functions. The composition of body fluid, I've told you earlier that human is made up of what? Water and solid. And we are finished with what? The compartment of solid. How their compartment is what? Within the what? Intracellular and extracellular. And then different subunit. We are finished with that. Now let's hit it now on what the point of what the solid in human body. The solid are made up of organic and what inorganic substances. Organic substances are all the micromolecules in the body. All the macromolecules in the body are organic substances. And these are the list of them: glucose, amino acid, protein, fat, lipid, hormones, and what enzymes. They are all what organic substances present in human body, but they are part of what solid in the body. And then we have what inorganic substances, which is what the inorganic substances present in the body are the sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium, chloride, bicarbonate, phosphate, and what buffer. Then these inorganic substances, listening carefully, they are divided into what? Some of them are present in what? Extracellular fluid, while others are present in what? Intracellular fluid. The one present in the what? Extracellular fluid are in large quantity, and they are what? Sodium, chloride, bicarbonate, glucose, fatty acid, and oxygen. These are present outside the cell, and they need to be carried across the cell membrane into the cell for what? Cellular processes. Then the intracellular, there are some things that what the organoids have carried out their biosynthesis, cellular processes, generate ATP, and whatsoever carry out all the metabolic processes, the pathway, and whatsoever has happened within the cell, and then they have formed a lot of what? A lot of compounds that will be necessary to other parts of the body. And then these are the things that are formed inside the cell, which are potassium, magnesium, phosphate, sulfate, and what proteins. These are what are part of what or are in the what intracellular fluid, which need to be carried across the cell membrane to outside the cell, which are transported into what target organs of the body. The pH, which are what intracellular fluid, are different from the pH in the intracellular fluid. The pH in the extracellular fluid are 7.4, which are the normal physiological pH of the human body of a healthy individual, while the pH in the intracellular is 7.0. Some organisms even have 0.8, while other organisms are having what 0.5 and thereabout. Depend on the one that is suitable for the what for the organisms to carry out cellular processes. Now, I thank you for listening to this online lectures. I want you to go over it again, and then your question forward it to class as we meet next in class. Thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to keep on following these YouTube channels, and you as a student take notice of all the following questions that we have handled in class. Thank you so much. God bless you.